Welcome back, everyone, to the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. It's weather for Weather Geeks. Here on Tuesday evening, it's the 29th day of March. We've only got a couple of days left in the month, and we've got some big changes ahead, that is for sure. We had a record-breaking day yesterday in the afternoon. It was the coldest maximum temperature on yesterday's date. And then this morning, we broke the record low temperature for today's date. So at the Youngstown Ward Airport, it dropped down to a bone-chilling 14. First thing this morning, breaking the record by 1 degree. That record last set in 2015. Some of the colder nooks and crannies out there had 9 or 10 degrees at the start of the day. Today, no fun any time of the year, let alone at the end of March. Of course, yesterday's temperatures, the air temperatures got into the 20s, but the wind chills were mostly in the single digits and lower teens. Today, the wind chill was not much of a factor at all, so it really felt about 30 degrees warmer out there today, even though the air temperature change was on the order of about 16 degrees. After that record low this morning, 41 was the high water mark this afternoon. Still 11 below average, but that 41 felt really nice after the cold that we had to contend with yesterday. Crystal clear out there today for a nice picture from our high-resolution, what we call the MODIS satellite that orbits the Earth really low, only about 438 miles, I think, above our heads. And so it provides some spectacular high-resolution views of the region. It's nice to look out when we have a clear sky. All of this white across northeast Ohio, western PA, up into western New York, all of this is snow on the ground, not clouds. And you can see where it's most consistent, no surprise, up in the main snow belts from Medina County over into parts of Geauga County, Ashtabula County, Lake County, Geauga, over to Crawford, and then up into the primary snow belts of western New York. Then the snow becomes much streakier off to the south, much more kind of hit or miss, but just about all of this, at least in our region, disappeared pretty quickly in that strong late March sun today. So even though temperatures struggled this morning, it didn't take much work for this snowpack to vanish. Take a look at the loop from today. Again, especially away from western New York where the snowpack was deeper. Big time shrinkage of our snow across the region underneath plenty of sunshine for this afternoon. All right, big changes are ahead. Here's our warm front approaching from the south and west. Severe weather risk out here tonight. This will translate to the east tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a little more detail momentarily. Check out this warm front. Now, this is a doozy of a springtime warm front. You go from 71 in St. Louis to 41 a few hours to the east along I-70 in Indianapolis. This warm front, of course, is tracking our way, and we can expect a huge temperature change coming tomorrow. But because precipitation is going to outrun that warmer air, we have some concerns for some slippery surfaces late tonight. So the Weather Service offices in both Cleveland and Pittsburgh did hoist winter weather advisories for a lot of eastern Ohio, the northern panhandle of West Virginia, and western PA. These go into effect tonight and expire by mid to late morning on our Tuesday. Timing has not changed much. The precipitation expected to push in probably after 2 a.m., probably closer to 3 or 4 on average. When this precipitation pushes in, it's going to be around 30 to 31 degrees, but up above our heads, it's going to be above freezing. That's a recipe for both sleet and freezing rain. So we can expect some liquid precipitation with sub-freezing temperatures, and that means anything untreated and traditionally colder surfaces, deck railings, your windshield, bridges and overpasses, if they're untreated, can definitely get a little glaze of ice and make things slick. But the good news is, I talked about this last evening, the timing on this is pretty good for most morning commuters on Wednesday. Now, again, if you're out and about 5 to 7 a.m., you're going to have to be careful. But by the heart of rush hour for a lot of kind of 9 to 5 type workers, things will be improving in a hurry as we rise above freezing and just a chilly rain for a little while just after sunrise Wednesday morning. But then the floodgates are wide open to the warmer air by the afternoon as the front lifts to the north and east. The sun's going to break out, and all that delicious warmth off to our south is going to head our way tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be breezy tomorrow, but the wind will be more of a story tomorrow night, heading into the day on Thursday. We'll also see a reemergence of rain showers late Thursday night as the wind picks up. Could be kind of a noisy end of the night, Thursday night, and Wednesday night, I should say, and start to the day on Thursday with a gusty breeze, rain blowing against your house here and there. Scattered showers will continue for a lot of the morning. Outside chance of thunder, but not concerned about severe weather here. Although wind is wind, and the possibility is there of a 40-plus mile per hour wind gust. That could be enough to, blow things down the street. Probably not enough to cause widespread damage, but maybe any, loose trees, tree roots, things like that. If you get a 45 mile per hour gust and that tree is little loosey-goosey to begin with. Maybe we'll have some isolated issues with down trees on Thursday. Then winter's back on Friday. Trough of low pressure will pivot through, and it's back to the kind of day we had Sunday and even parts of yesterday with scattered snow flurries. Probably not going to stick, but we could have some reductions in visibility at times. Already from the get-go on Thursday, it's going to be windy, midday gusts still 40 to 45. It's going to take until late in the day for the wind to completely diminish, and then it'll kick back up again on Friday. Not as strong as Thursday, but still a blustery day coming up on Friday. Severe weather is going to be a national story over the next couple of days. This evening from northern Texas up into kind of the heart of Tornado Alley, into Oklahoma, Kansas, and into western Missouri and parts of Iowa. But this will shift to the east and be a bigger problem, I think, tomorrow. So a level 4 moderate risk for severe weather in this orange color in the lower Mississippi Valley, parts of the Gulf Coast, the deep south. It could be a big ticket severe weather day in these regions tomorrow. Slight risk extends up to about I-70 from St. Louis almost to Indianapolis. But again, true severe thunderstorms are not expected around here. By Thursday, the risk of severe weather is kind of along I-95 out towards the East Coast. And while we might have a rumble of thunder on Thursday, it's just going to be generally windy. Severe thunderstorms are not all that likely. What is likely? Yeah, big cool down on Friday. Temperatures retreating to about 41. I've got low temperatures in our forecast for Friday night, below freezing, pretty close to freezing Saturday night. It's going to be a chilly but pretty benign weekend, not expecting much high-impact weather as we head into the upcoming weekend. I wish I had some great news in the longer range as far as like a big bubble of high pressure building in and great early spring warmth. Probably not so much. I think we'll see a nice warming trend during the middle of next week for a couple of days. This will probably be followed by another cool down for the following weekend, but it's going to be that kind of a pattern, it looks like, for the next handful of weeks. Some warm stretches, but nothing all that sustained, and the cooler air is just going to keep wanting to come back. No surprise. That's how spring oftentimes goes around here, but I know a lot of us are thirsting for sustained spring after a long wintry stretch earlier on this year, but it does not appear to be an early season event. Maybe we have to wait till May. That'll do it for me tonight. Thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you right back here, same time, same place on Wednesday.